That one's good.
Marion will try three-pointer.
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 That one's good.
Fans, welcome to Dr. C. Keith Connor Field on the campus of Southern Wesleyan University for Game 1 of this three-game series, Conference Carolina Showdown between the visiting Patriots from Marion University and your Warriors here from Southern Wesleyan. Southern Wesleyan comes in with an overall record of 6-38, 4-20 in the conference, 3-14 here at the Con. Marion will counter with a 16-25 overall record, 7-17 in the conference, and they are 6-10 on the road this year in 2024. Alex Sweeney on the mound for Southern Wesleyan this evening. He comes in with an 0-3 record, 7.40 ERA. It's going to be his sixth start on the season, ninth appearance. He's pitched just over 24 innings thus far this season. 11 walks, 16 strikeouts, and opposing hitters are hitting .355 against him. Wind blowing out to left field. It's been a very windy spring so far this season, and we didn't anticipate anything less. Caleb Oakley will lead it off here for the Patriots. Comes in hitting .245 on the season, no home runs, 15 RBIs, 5 of 6 in the stolen base category. And that one's in there for a strike. To get this series started, very pivotal series in terms of tournament seeding. Warriors are going to have to make up some ground this weekend and next. Oakley sends this one out to left field, and with the wind, that's going to carry out of the park. And we're going to have a leadoff home run for Francis Marion. So Oakley hits his first home run of the season. It couldn't come at a better time for the Patriots as the leadoff hitter. So, as we mentioned earlier, wind's blowing out. We're probably at 12 to 15 miles per hour, gusts up to 18. So, typically here at the Con, as the night progresses, the wind will die down. We'll see if that is the case today as well. Peyton Starkey in the box now for the Patriots, hitting .311, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. He has a couple of stolen bases. We'll get the infield set for you in just a minute. Another foul ball off in front of the Warrior dugout. Mitchum over at first base. Blaze Haddock at second. Luke Staden at shortstop. And Kim at the hot corner at third base. Behind the plate, it's going to be TJ Highsmith. There's a fly ball out to right field. Coley underneath for the first out of the game here. Shaver in center field and Marty Grisso anchoring down left field. Peyton Wilson hitting just under 300. Comes in at .294, 3 home runs, 25 RBIs. There's a pop-up, should stay in. Going to be out of in foul territory, but in play, and Kim is up and over. Battles the sun there. Sun will be a factor as this game progresses for the third baseman and left fielder. Zach Somerville, the leading hitter for the Patriots at .333, making his 42nd start on the season. He is a regular in the FMU lineup. 3 home runs, 32 RBIs, so he leads the team in RBIs. As we see a shift here with the Warrior infield, Kim moves over for a pull situation for Somerville. He takes this one for a strike. Outfield is somewhat straight up, maybe a slight pull, but the infield is in a dead pull. And Sweeney, this evens the count at 1-1. Foul Foul ball into the Patriot bullpen. As we mentioned, a pivotal series for both teams as the Warriors need to gain some ground to earn a berth into the play-in game at the tournament, and the Patriots are in if the season ended today, but they've got to make sure they get some insurance wins and improve on their seeding as well. And this one is going to find the hold even with three infielders on the right side, so Somerville makes his way to first base, second hit of the game for the Patriots.
Now batting number 7, Owen Taylor.
This brings up Owen Taylor. He also has 3 home runs on the season. 4 Patriots have 3. The leader is Noah Stout. He has 6 home runs for Francis Marion, and he waits to hit on deck should Taylor reach safely. Sweeney with a long look in. And the 0-1 pitch. Another foul ball off down the left field line. $6 p.m. first pitch tonight, 1 p.m. first pitch tomorrow for the doubleheader. Senior day for the Warriors. They'll be recognizing, I believe, 11 seniors tomorrow afternoon. Festivities will probably start around 12:30, 12:40. So make your way out to the con for the last home event here this academic year. Lacrosse closing down their season tonight with a 7 o'clock start. Baseball will finish up tomorrow. More games on the docket, obviously, for baseball. Softball will be traveling to Erskine tomorrow before they enter tournament play at the end of next week. And then track and field finishing up their regular season this weekend, sending a few athletes to Western Carolina, and they'll enter conference meet action next weekend in Myrtle Beach. Smith with a good block there to keep the Patriot at first base. Fly ball out to left field. That one's going to get past Grisso, and that one's going to hit the top of the wall. So it's going to stay in play. But a second run is going to cross the plate for the Patriots. So Francis Marion taking advantage of the wind stream out there in left field.
Now batting number 18, Noah Stout.
Noah Stout steps in, hitting .297, so just shy of 300, making his 36th start on the season. As I mentioned, he leads the Patriots in home runs with 6. He has 29 RBIs. Warriors going into a slight pull on the infield, straight up on the outfield. Stout takes this one down in the zone. That one just misses. Off the plate, so Stout stands in with a 2-0 count. 3-0 count on Stout. We'll see if he gets the green light here. Or if he'll work the pitch count or the take. That one's down out of the zone, so Stout will head down to first base. Runners now at first and second.
Now batting number 15, Colin Crapo.
Kind of a break in the action as assistant coach will head out to the mound, try to settle Sweeney down here in the first inning. We'll take a quick break, be back in about 30 seconds. Assistant coach, pitching coach Dylan Roberts back in the dugout, and Sweeney gets ahead. Colin Crapo is the first baseman. Stands in with a couple of outs, and he's going to send this one in the right center field gap, but going to be ran down very nicely there by right fielder Cully. That ends the top half of the first inning. So when we come back, the Warriors will get in the box for the first time tonight and try to recover from this 2-0 deficit. We'll get you set with a Patriot defensive alignment when we come back.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
Back here at Dr. C. Keith Connor Field, Chaz DeBrule on the mound for the Patriots. Chaz is a senior, comes in with a 3-5 record, 3.15 earned run average. It's going to be his 12th start on the season for Francis Marion, and he'll get this one started with a strike on the outer half. Sitting right at 60 innings pitched, 26 walks, 40 strikeouts. He has been the number one for the Patriots all season long. That one's fouled back. Off the bat of Blaze Haddock. Blaze playing second base tonight, hitting .350, 40 at-bats on the season, his 10th start so far. 1 home run, 5 RBIs. DeBrule works from the stretch from pitch 1 throughout the game. And Cam Mitchum stands in. .312 on the season, his 44th start. So Cam has played now in all the games for the Warriors this spring. Leads the team with 10 home runs, 45 RBIs. It's been a big stick in the lineup for Coach Matt Robinson this year. Cam is the only Warrior to have played in all 44 games. 45 now, rather. I stand corrected. He did miss 1 game. So this is his 44th start. We are in the 45th game of the season. So it all speed up high. 2-1 now. Mitchum has had some big at-bats for Southern Wesleyan this spring. He would definitely like to get another one here to kind of chip into the lead. And there's a swing and a miss. Good pitching on the hands by DeBrule. DeBrule is tied with 3 wins for the Patriots with 3 other pitchers. Murphy, Hall, and Adams all have 3 victories as well. That one misses inside, so a walk here drawn by first baseman Cam Mitchum. Brings up Gage Shaver. Shaver comes in, no home runs, 11 RBIs, couple of stolen bases, hitting over 300. He's at 305 clip. Lefty on lefty, ground ball up to the second baseman, and not going to be in time. First base umpire started to make the out call and then quickly changed it to a safe call there. It was a bang-bang situation, and this brings up Jarrett Whitley. Second on the team in home runs with 7, 16 RBIs. So DeBrule stands in, gets ahead with a swing and a miss. Outfield playing straight up for the Patriots. And there's a fly ball center field. It's going to hang up for the third and final out of this first inning. So one base runner is left on base here in the bottom half of the first. Warriors can't plate him. We've finished 1, Patriots 2, Southern Wesleyan 0.
This is it. Step into community, step into faith, step into life. Step into Southern Wesleyan University.
Welcome back to the second inning here at the Con. Tanner Cannon, the leadoff hitter in the second inning. He'll pop this one up. Mitchum is up and over, calling for it just in foul territory. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Good start to this second inning for Sweeney. Nick Levine stands in, batting .221 for the Patriots. 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. Francis Marion, not much on the base pass, only have 23 stolen bases, and Tanner Cannon, who was just retired, has 8 of those. So he has about a third of the stolen bases, so not much of a threat for them to run this weekend. Patriots hitting .257 as a team, 21 home runs on the season. Warriors counter hitting .234, 24 home runs on the season. However, they do have 61 stolen bases, so more of a threat to burn up the base pass than the Patriots. Sweeney behind 3-1. After a 1-pitch out to lead off the second. Ground ball over to Kim's. Going to be in fair territory, and the throw is not going to be in time. So tough play there for Kim. Looked like he lost his footing a little bit, but base hit nonetheless for Levine. Caleb Oakley, 139 at-bats on the season. He's third on the team in that category. Shows bunt. Pulls it back. Outfield is pretty much straight up. Infield as well, so they are in double play depth. Two runs, 4 hits for Francis Marion, no errors. Warriors have yet to score, no hits, no errors. This one catches the inner half. Nice pitch by Sweeney. Kind of froze Oakley there. There's a pop-up. Going to stay on the infield, and Mitchum is over just in fair territory for this one. So a couple of outs here around first base. 2 outs now.
Now batting number 23, Peyton Starkey.
Peyton Starkey stands in, batting .311, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. Patriots come in fielding .966 on the season. And there's a pitch down, and Highsmith not going to be able to make the throw as it gets back behind him, but not far enough for the runner to advance to third. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position here. Outfield having to play slightly deeper than normal just because of the wind. So a ground ball through the infield, you would anticipate possibly scoring the third run for Francis Marion. That one on the inside part. Ground ball up the middle. That one's going to get in to center field and going to score the third run for Francis Marion. So
Now batting number 2, Peyton Wilson.
FMU pushes their lead to 3. Brings up Peyton Wilson, hitting just under 300. He is one of the Patriots with 3 home runs. Get you caught up with action across Conference Carolinas this weekend. Big weekend for the conference as we mentioned, a couple of teams here battling to stay in and get in the tournament, and other teams are working to better their seeding. One more regular season weekend will be left after this series. As we mentioned, softball finishes their regular season tomorrow at Erskine, so that tournament is a week earlier than baseball. They'll get cranked up at Tiger River here locally, actually, so benefits Southern Wesleyan. Not having to stay in hotels. Easy trip out and back from campus. 2-0 count here. That pitch misses off, so pushes it to a 3-0 with 2 outs. I was talking with Coach Robinson early this morning, and he was talking about how just recently, in the last week and a half, the Warriors have given up a lot of 2-out runs. That is difficult to recover from. There's a strike, gets the count back at 3-1. North Greenville and Shawan are finished up in Murfreesboro, North Carolina. North Greenville won that one 22-1. And over in Due West, Erskine defeated Barton 4-2. So that was a big victory for Erskine. That pitch is going to say it hit him. So he's going to take first base. So no stolen base and a hit by pitch.
Now batting number 11, Zach Somerville.
So a 2-out hit batsman puts a runner in scoring position. As I was talking about, Coach Robinson was talking about the 2-out runs that they've given up, and those are usually preceded by 2-out walks or 2-out hit batsmen. A pitch in there for a strike. Patriots running a little bit more than anticipated. A stolen base earlier, and then base runner was in motion, not getting the stolen base, but in motion on the 3-1 count. And there's a fly ball. It's going to get down in the right center field. So a 2-out hit produces a run, and they're going to miss the relay men. So that's going to allow the second run to cross the plate, the third run here in the inning. So that was a big double by the Patriots. Belmont Abbey and Mount Olive, big series up in North Carolina. Mount Olive starting. Actually, that one is underway. Emmanuel and Young Harris will get started here. That one is in Young Harris, Georgia. And then UNC Pembroke and King will crank up tomorrow. Ground ball over to Kim. He'll come up and fire across the diamond in time. So Owen Taylor is retired but not before the Patriots pick up 3 big runs. We'll head to the bottom of the second. FMU leads 5-0.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics for cars and banners. We've been in business now for over 32 years.
Marty Grisso standing in for the Warriors, trying to chip away here. In the bottom of the second inning, Chaz DeBrule back out on the mound for Francis Marion. DeBrule had somewhat quick work in the bottom of the first. Mitchum did reach on a walk. Grisso has been swinging it pretty good as of late. I believe he had a couple of home runs earlier in the week today, or early in the week rather. Batting .256 on the season, 3 home runs, 17 RBIs, and 14 stolen bases as he takes this one for another ball. So DeBrule behind in the count. Grisso actually leads the Warriors in stolen bases with 14, yet to be caught. So perfect on the base pass. That pitch is down out of the zone, so leadoff walk for Grisso. Puts a little pressure on DeBrule here. Pitch up out of the zone. Highsmith stands in, batting .229. His 10th start on the season. Just 35 at bats thus far. No home runs, 2 RBIs. As we mentioned, Grisso with 14 bags. So called strike there on the check swing, and the ball gets by DeBrule, but not far enough. I didn't catch exactly what happened. Just saw the ball rolling past DeBrule on the mound. I think he might have been looking at the first base umpire to see if it was going to be a strike or not on the swing. Ground ball to the second baseman is going to be up and over, so a double play there for Francis Marion. Good positioning for the Patriots. Taylor has been in position both innings now. Just missed turning the double play back in the first. Zachary Kim stands in. Hitting .211, no home runs, 8 RBIs. Kim wearing 99 from the University of Illinois, Chicago. He was a mid-year transfer, came in January. Calls Northbrook, Illinois, his home. And that one's going to be down the right field line. Nice play by the right fielder, holds him to a single. So ball kind of kicked up a little bit. Deep right field doesn't get as much sun as the rest of the field. So a lot of times that turf's going to be a little slower. It checked up nicely for the right fielder. So a couple outs still here. Cully, the right fielder, stands in. Jason from Wilmington, North Carolina. Played at Southeastern Community College before coming here. Hitting .234. No home runs, 11 RBIs, 11 stolen bases, though. He's second on the team. Nice bunt, and that's not going to be for an out. So good bunt there, and the ball almost got away, but second baseman made a nice stab there. Heck of a bunt there by Cully. Shortstop Luke Staton stands in. Staton from Vancouver, Washington. Fouls this one off around the Francis Marion dugout. He's batting .193, so just under the 200 mark. 16th start on the season. First and second here for Southern Wesleyan in the bottom half of the second, needing to cut into this 5-run Francis Marion lead here. That one misses off the plate. Foul ball off, out of play. DeBrule usually gives the Patriots good quality starts each time out. He does go deep in the count to several hitters, so he'll usually work himself into the 6th, 7th inning on most occasion. And that's big from a pitching standpoint, especially in game 1 of the series. You want to save your bullpen for that doubleheader the next day. So exactly what Sweeney's going to try to do and get back out in the 3rd inning and get some quick innings. Full count here with a couple outs. The base runners will be moving on the pitch. Another foul ball off in front of the Patriot dugout. Straight up in the outfield. Patriot infielders will be thrown across the diamond with the runners in motion here, so the middle is normal depth, and that one's going to be fouled off the catcher. So home plate umpire is going to walk out, talk to DeBrule a little bit, give the catcher a chance to catch his breath. We'll get set here in a minute and do it all over again. 3-2, 2 outs. As we mentioned earlier, senior day tomorrow, so if you plan on coming out to the con, get here a little early. Festivities will probably start around 12:30, 12:40, I would imagine. That's going to be a base hit up the middle, and Statton's going to drive in a run here. Made it a little closer than it needed to be, and the throw's going to get away from the catcher. DeBrule was at home plate, but that one didn't work out in Francis Marion's favor. So a base hit by Statton, and the throw got away from the catcher, which allowed the second run to cross the plate. So an error there in the field by Francis Marion produces one earned run and one unearned run. Runner at second now in the form of Luke Statton. And leadoff hitter Blaze Haddock, who struck out his first at bat back in the first inning. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Good pitch there by DeBrule to get ahead. That one fouled off. There's a base hit into right field. So a big hit by Haddock, but not going to be deep enough to score the runner in the form of Statton. So runners now at first and third with a couple of outs. Cam Mitchum at the plate. So big stick here for the Warriors as they've picked up a couple of runs. DeBrule looks in now with runners at the corners. Mitchum with a big swing and a miss. He saw a beach ball coming in there on that one. That was elevated, and he was trying to do some damage, but just a little bit out of the zone, chased it up. DeBrule backs that one up with a fastball, missing out away. Off speed by DeBrule, just misses up top. There's a swing and a miss. Another big swing there by Mitchum. Mitchum drew a walk back in the first inning. And going to put this one on the infield. Third baseman up and over to get the third out. But not before Southern Wesleyan picks up a couple to cut into the Francis Marion lead. We've played 2, 5-2 Patriots.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous Meat and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
Leading off for the Patriots here in the third inning is going to be Noah Stout. No official at bat as he walked, swinging away here on the first pitch, sent to deep center field, and that one's going to get out of here. So Stout with a high fly ball, taking advantage of the wind, as we mentioned before. So a few batters now for Francis Marion. As I mentioned, Stout was the team leader in home runs with 6. He now has 7 and 30 RBIs. Any ball hit high in the air has a chance. So the wind has died down a little bit from the first pitch. It was around 15, 17 miles per hour. It's probably down to 8 to 10 now. So typically as the game progresses here in the evening, winds will become a little more calm. Jalen Morgan, a lefty, in for the Warriors here in the third inning, and that one's sitting right back up the box. Morgan making his 18th appearance, 0-2 on the season, 13.26 earned run average, 15 walks, 11 strikeouts, and this is working into his 20th inning on the season. Tanner Cannon, as we mentioned, he has a third of the Patriots stolen bases with 8. That one misses inside. 0 for 1 on the season, or rather for the game. Levine, the catcher, waits to hit next. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Cannon from Winterville, North Carolina, played at Lenore Community College before arriving in Florence. Morgan catches the corner for a strike. There's a fly ball. Grisso in left field. Going to be up and under it. Sun starting to play a factor for the third baseman and the left fielder, and it will as the game progresses. It's going to be a little tough for the left side of the infield and the left fielder. Nick Levine stands back in. Hit earlier in the game in the stolen base. .221 average on the season. His 24th start. One of 4 Patriots with 3 home runs. Morgan's first pitch off the plate, 1-0 count. So the Warriors cut into that 5-run lead by the Patriots early. Gave one back to him here in the top of the third, so it's a 4-run lead now for Francis Marion. Swing and a miss. Runs it to 1-2. Leadoff hitter, left fielder Oakley on deck. Six runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Francis Marion. 2 runs, 4 hits, and clean baseball for Southern Wesleyan in the field. Pitch in on the hands. Nice pitch by Morgan. Highsmith over in front of the Warrior dugout. Makes a nice sliding catch there. So good pitch by Morgan to get the second out.
Now batting on 49, Caleb Oakley.
This brings up Caleb Oakley, batting .245, 41st start on the season. Morgan with a long look in. 1-1 count here. That hits him. So another 2-out hit batsman, and that's what we were talking about earlier. 2-out runs and 2-out walks and hit batsmen have been the nemesis for Southern Wesleyan here as of late. Starkey steps in. 1 for 2 today. Run scored and RBI. First and second, so a forced play at any bag here for the Warriors. Haddock going to play slight pull just off of second base. So there's a ground ball to Staton. He'll go short route to second to Haddock to end the inning. So 1 run for the Patriots. Comes off the bat of Stout with a home run. We'll head to the bottom half of the 3rd inning, 6-2, Francis Marion.
This is Conference Carolinas. Gage Shaver, the leadoff hitter in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, 6-2 Patriots. DeBrule still back out on the mound for Francis Marion, beginning his 3rd inning of work. Shaver hitting .305 on the season, 0 for 1. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the 1st inning. Ground ball going to get through into right field. So Shaver with a leadoff hit here brings up Jared Whitley. Whitley, 7 home runs, 16 RBIs for Southern Wesleyan. That one gets in there for a strike, so Whitley down 0-1.
Warriors will travel to UNC Pembroke next weekend to finish the season. Francis Marion will host Mount Olive. That ball's going to, nice play by the shortstop, but can't get up in time to make the throw, so Whitley's on with a base hit. First and second now for the Warriors. Grisso reached on a walk his last at bat. Mentioned earlier, he leads the team in stolen bases with 14, perfect on the season. 14 bags and 14 attempts. Batting .256, his 43rd start of the season. Shows bunt, pulls it back, pitch out of the zone. Nice play there by Levine. And we're going to have a break in the action as head coach Art Inhabitant is going to make the slow walk out to the mound. Have a conversation with DeBrule. A little bit of a stirring in the Patriot bullpen, but it's just getting started, so probably one of these conversations where he's letting him know, hey, got a 4-run lead. Swinging the bat, scoring some runs. Get us a ground ball, get a double play, and see what happens. Meanwhile, Grisso wanting to extend this inning and cut into the Patriot lead even more. Catcher TJ Highsmith awaits on deck. Shaver at second, Whitley at first, and the bunt is down. Nice play by Levine, and almost throws it into right field, but first baseman for the Patriots makes a nice play there. Shows some good footwork as well. Sacrifice bunt for Grisso, puts runners in scoring position, second, third. Here's catcher Highsmith. Highsmith 0 for 1. Kim awaits on deck. He's 1 for 1 today with a run scored. Patriots are pretty much straight up in the outfield and infield as well. Third baseman is even with the bag. And that one's going to be sent back up the middle. So one run's going to score, and the runner at third is going to be held. I think center fielder anticipated him scoring, so he didn't come up firing to the plate. So runners now at the corners, Kim at the plate. Big hit there by Highsmith. So DeBrule in trouble here in the third. Got out of it the last couple of innings. Last inning with a double play. Highsmith not necessarily a threat to run. There's a fly ball out to center field. Should be deep enough to score the runner at third, and it is. So a good sacrifice fly there. Off the bat of Zachary Kim. Going to plate another run for Southern Wesleyan. Coley steps in. 6-4 now, your score here with a couple of outs. That one just misses off the outer half. Cully 1 for 1 with a run scored. Count even at 1-1 now. That pitch misses down. 2-1 count. Staton waits to hit next. Should Coley reach here? Patriot bullpen getting a little more action now. That pitch misses inside, backs Coley off. That pitch misses away, and looks like head coach Arden Amonet's going to make his walk, so that's going to be the end of the day for DeBrule. A couple of runners are left to him, so we'll close out his line once this inning is over, and we'll get the new pitcher here. When we come back, we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Foul ball there. Down the left field line. Just falling foul, so runner's going to head back to first base. Even here at the Con as the Warriors picked up 4 runs in the bottom half of the third inning. 6-6 game. Morgan still on the mound for Southern Wesleyan. That pitch misses down and away. A lot of scoring here early, the first 3 innings. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from Highsmith. I think he's going to call it a foul ball. Not sure exactly what happened here. So I believe it's going to be a strikeout. There was batter interference. That's why the runner had to go back to first base. So no real issue there. Pitch by Morgan. Taylor stands in 1 for 2 with an RBI and a double. Morgan with a late pick over there to first, so Morgan trying to get a shutout inning here in the 4th, especially after a 4 spot. The Warriors put on the Patriots in the bottom half of the 3rd. Runners all swing and a miss, and that's going to be a foul ball. So he'll retreat back to first once again. That pitch in there for a called strike. So Taylor down 1-2 with 1 out here. The wind, which was impacting the game earlier, is pretty much non-existent at this point. Another late pick over to first. Another pick. This one gets him, so a nice job by Morgan. Taking the advantage the lefty has, picking to first base, but a nice pick there by Jalen to get the second out and erase the runner off the base path there. Pitch misses down and away, so 2-2 count now, 2 outs. Deuces are wild here at the Con. And so are the bats for both teams. That one's fouled off. Pop up on the infield. Haddock under it to get the third out. So a shutout inning there for the Warriors. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Still tied at 6.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen printing, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners. 2 years.
Gage Shaver steps in the bottom of the fourth here. Josh Adams in relief the last inning, back out there again for the Patriots, making his 13th appearance. This one's fouled back. Behind the plate, Adams 3 and 4 with a 4.08 earned run average. Patriots, as of late, have been bringing in Adams out of the bullpen when they've had a lead or close game, and they did that again this evening, and Shaver flies out to right field for the first out of the bottom half of the fourth inning. Closed the book on DeBrule. 2 2/3 innings pitched, 6 runs, 5 of them were earned, 7 hits. And the senior walked 3, 1 strikeout. Whitley stands in. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Whitley down quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss. So Whitley, the second out of the inning, and this will bring up left fielder Marty Grisso. Marty Grisso, no official at bat so far today. He has a walk and a sacrifice. Third plate appearance. Adams falls behind 1-0. Pitch misses down. 2-1 count on Grisso here. Bottom half of the fourth inning. Called strike, full count, 2 outs. Payoff pitch here from Adams. Nice play there by the third baseman. Comes up, throws across the diamond to retire Grisso. We've played 4, still tied at 6. Jalen Morgan back out for the Warriors here as we start the fifth inning of play, still tied at 6. Scoreboard is just about even. 6 runs for both teams, 9 hits for both teams. Only difference is Patriots made 1 error earlier in the game, and Stout's going to send this one out center field for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 15, Colin Craven.
First baseman Colin Crapo, 1 for 2 today. Standing in from the left side, facing Morgan, a left-handed pitcher, the counterpart. One count here. Lights are on here at the con, but not taking full effect as of yet. And now Morgan falls behind 3-1. And that one's going to be a strike. So he was making his way to first base, anticipating ball 4, but instead he's facing a full count here with 1 out in the 5th. That pitch misses down, so now he'll head to first base.
Now batting number 6, Tanner Cannon.
And this will bring up Tanner Cannon. As I mentioned, he's from Winterville, North Carolina, played at Lenore Community College prior to making his way to Florence. And that pitch is in there for a strike. So Morgan ahead now 0-1. Glad you're joining us here on the Conference Carolina's digital network. We'll get you caught up in some other baseball action here. We already mentioned North Greenville defeated Shawan, and Erskine beat Barton earlier today. Francis Marion sitting in 9th place, needing to stay within the top 10 to make the tournament. 7 will play 10, 8 will play 9 for a play-in game. The top 6 automatically advance to the tournament. And then those 2 winners will complete the 18 field that will get started in a couple of weeks. Southern Wesleyan still in the mix. They're just a few games behind King, who currently holds that last seed. There's a fly ball out to center field. It's going to stay in the park for the 3rd out. So we'll head to the bottom half of the 5th inning, still tied at 6.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous Meat and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
TJ Highsmith stands in here in the bottom half of the fifth inning, still tied at 6. Adams still out there on the mound for the Patriots. Highsmith 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. Good job behind the plate tonight. Kim steps in, playing third base tonight. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored, RBI as well. Also has a sacrifice fly his last AB in that 4-run third inning for the Warriors. So leadoff base runner here for Southern Wesleyan. Ground ball. Going to be an error there by the third baseman. Misplayed it, then went back to get it and fell. So a couple of errors now for Francis Marion. We'll see if this one hurts them. First one was back in the second inning. It contributed 1 unearned run. Warriors going to try to execute and take advantage of that here. Jason Coley 1 for 1 with a couple of runs and a walk, and he's going to put down a bunt that's going to just go foul. So Nick Levine, the catcher, did a good job in letting that one roll into foul territory before picking it up. So the runners will retreat back, first and second still. We'll see with one strike what Cully attempts to do here. Corners are in on the grass at the cut. Shows bunt, pops it back up behind the plate. So now 2 strikes. You would anticipate him swinging away with 2 strikes, but you never know getting deep into the game. Runners at first and second. We'll see what head coach Matt Robinson decides here. And he is swinging away. And the Patriot infielders are anticipating that as well. Cully's had a couple of good at-bats tonight, so give him an opportunity to advance the runners outside of a sacrifice bunt. Pretty good crowd here this evening. Ground ball over to the first baseman. Nice play there. Gets the lead runner, but no opportunity for the double play. So a fielder's choice. Runners at the corners now for shortstop Luke Staton. One out here. Middle infield in double play depth. Adams with a long look in. And Staton's going to get a safety bunt down, so a nice job there. Getting the runner in. Couldn't have placed that one any more perfectly. Warriors take the lead here. So a safety squeeze there. Staton picks up the RBI, advances the runner to second. Good AB. Turns the lineup back over, and good anticipation there by Coley on the base pass. Gets the stolen base. So a runner 90 feet away, a swing and a miss by Haddock. Blaze is 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs, a double, and a strikeout. So good day at the plate. Transfer from Newberry College. Foul ball. If you've been paying attention to college athletics as of late, you've noted transfer legislation will most likely pass in the next week or two. So the transfer portal is going to become even more crowded here as time goes on. Pop up on the infield. We'll see who's going to take it. First baseman is in and catches it just in fair territory. That's the end of the fifth. Not before the Warriors pick up a run. 7-6 Southern Wesleyan.
What if there's a place for you where thinking and doing go hand in hand with innovation, where professors are more like mentors and guides, where generosity is contagious, and if you catch it, you just might change the world? This is it. Step into community, step into faith, step into life. Step into Southern Wesleyan University.
Fouled off behind the Francis Marion dugout. Garrick Schreiber in for the Warriors, making his 23rd appearance. He actually leads Southern Wesleyan in that category by a pretty good margin. So Schreiber making his 23rd appearance, 0-1 on the season. Just over 24 innings, and we're going to have a meeting of the umpires, and I have to admit I did not see what the conversation is going to be about. So we'll give them an opportunity to discuss this. They are just out of the picture, just down the first base line. So looks like we've got a decision coming here. A couple of the umpires are going to walk over and give the explanation to head coach Matt Robinson. I apologize for not having anything to offer here. I did not see what the point in question may be. As of now, it is an 0-2 count. So Schreiber is ahead. Caleb Oakley stands in with a 245 average coming into today. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored, and RBI also has a home run, was hit by a pitch. So a lengthy discussion here, and I am like you, wish I had a better understanding of what happened. So we're going to have I believe, maybe just an 0-1 count. We'll see here if the umpire gives clarification again. No, we're 1 and 2.
Could it have been a pitcher, like time violation? Probably would have been simpler.
This one gets to the backstop. 2 and 2 count now, so. So the 2-2 count, ground ball just over Schreiber's head. Staten in makes a nice play for the 6-3 put out. So one out here in the top half of the 6th inning. Brings up third baseman Peyton Starkey. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. 5 out of the top 6 Patriots have scored runs tonight, and Schreiber gets ahead there. That one fouled off. As I mentioned, this is the 23rd appearance for Schreiber, working into his 25th inning on the season. 8 walks, 17 strikeouts. He does come from the side there. From League City, Texas, out of Hill College, and a strikeout there for Starkey. Brings up shortstop Peyton Wilson, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Hit by a pitch earlier, 2-hit batsman for the Patriots. There's a pop-up on the infield. Haddock is back just behind second base to reel in the third out. So quick top half of the sixth. We'll take a break. Warriors still up 7-6. First baseman Cam Mitchum stands in here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. That pitch gets back to the backstop. 1-2 now. Mitchum, a transfer from Claflin University. That pitch misses away. Evens the count at 2-2. There's a high fly ball, deep left field. And this one is going to be sent out over the bullpen. So Mitchum with a solo shot here in the seventh inning. We will check. There may have been a warning issued. I'm not exactly sure. Mitchum did take some time getting down the first base line, and then the bat flip went out in front of the home plate. So I'm not 100% on the ruling for this year, but there was a note being taken, so we'll try to get confirmation on that. Irregardless, Warriors are up now 8-6 here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Nice play there by the first baseman to get back to the bag. Jarrett Whitley now stands in 1 for 3 with a run scored, a strikeout. That pitch missing down and away as well. There's a high fly ball, deep left field. We'll see if this one will stay in the park. And this one is out of here. So Whitley with a big fly left center field as well pushes the Warrior lead to 3 now. Left fielder Marty Grisso stands in. So the Warriors push their lead to 3 with a couple of home runs here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Grisso behind early now, 0-1. There's another big fly, but this one's going to get foul. Pitch out and away, so the count now 1-2. Two and two now, the count for Grisso. And that one in the dirt off the plate, so. Foul ball off. Back behind the Warrior dugout here. Pop up just beyond the infield. And shortstop over to take care of that for the second out. So this will bring up catcher TJ Highsmith. He's 1 for 2 with a couple of runs scored, an RBI and a walk. Pitch just off, so now 2-0 count in the favor of Highsmith. 3-0 count now for the Warrior catcher. Three-one count now for Highsmith. Swing and a miss. Another foul ball. So Highsmith battling here. Another foul ball. So Highsmith pushing the pitch count. Doing a good job with this at bat and fouls this one off. So great battle at the plate. By the catcher from Blue Ridge High School. Came here from USC Union. And there's a fly ball to center field. Deepest part of the park. Good at bat, nothing to show for it, but great at bat by Highsmith there. Working the pitch count with no action in the Patriot bullpen. We're going to head to the 7th inning. Warriors lead 9-6. Somerville stands in. The center fielder for Francis Marion. Schreiber back out on the mound. This one sent down the left field line. It's going to get foul. Somerville 2 for 3 with a run scored, a couple of RBIs, a double, and a strikeout on the day. Second baseman Taylor waits to hit next. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI and a double as well. Quick shift here for the Warriors. Swing and a miss, so Schreiber ahead now 0-2. That pitch misses upstairs. Got some action now in the Patriot bullpen. Nothing stirring in the Warrior pen. And that pitch just misses. Highsmith was anticipating that being a call to strike. Two count now. Fly ball out to center field. So one quick out here in the top of the 7th. Schreiber gets ahead. As mentioned, Taylor 1 for 3. Stout on deck for FMU. Ground ball back up to Schreiber off his glove. And difficult play there for Mitchum. There's nothing like trying to receive a throw from somebody coming at that arm angle that Schreiber does, but good play there by Mitchum. Noah Stout, the designated hitter, 1 for 2, has a home run today and a walk. He does lead the Patriots in round trippers this season. And that one in there for a strike. So Schreiber doing a good job getting ahead on each of these Francis Marion hitters. That makes his job much easier. Two count here for Schreiber. We'll see if he goes right at Stout. He does, and this one's fouled off. So it's going to stay at 0-2. That pitch inside just misses the DH for the Patriots. There's a foul ball just beyond their bullpen. Roddy down in the bullpen for Francis Marion. Warriors have put up 3 zeros here after a rocky first 3 innings. Swing and a miss. Good job by Schreiber here in the 7th. We'll head down to the bottom half of the 7th. 9-6 Southern Wesleyan.
This is Conference Carolinas.
Zachary Kim stands in for Southern Wesleyan, looking to increase their 3-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Game 1 of this 3-game series. Crucial game for both teams. Francis Marion looking to solidify their spot in the tournament, and the Warriors trying to battle into the tournament. So it's going to be a crucial series. Southern Wesleyan is going to need to pick up some wins and also get some help, so they'll be scoreboard watching a little bit this weekend. And mainly seeing what King University is up to. King and Francis Marion are the two schools ahead of the Warriors and within reach to get into that play-in game. And tournament time, all you want is a chance. Anything can happen. Teams have gotten hot. In fact, Francis Marion battled all the way to the championship game last year in the tournament. Got hot at the right time, and you just never know what's going to happen. Swing and a miss there for Kim. And you imagine King is scoreboard watching tonight. They don't open up their series with Pembroke until tomorrow, so they are actually not playing tonight. They'll play Saturday and Sunday. So all the Warriors have to focus on today is winning and not worrying about what the tornado is doing up in Bristol, Tennessee. Big swing and a miss here for Jason Culley. Culley's 1 for 2 with a couple of runs scored, a walk, a stolen base, reached on a fielder's choice. Warriors would love to get a few more insurance runs, and he's going to lay down a very nice bunt. We'll see. There is no way. Nice base hit. Bunt hit for Culley. He couldn't have rolled that one much better. Brings up shortstop Luke Staton. He's 2 for 2 with a couple of RBIs. So Staton perfect in the box, 2 for 2. See if he can advance the runners, get him on himself. And he's going to slap this one down the right field line, but it's going to get foul. And nothing to speak of in the Patriot bullpen anymore. So close the book on Adams, 3 1/3. 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 hits. And Hunter Herlong from Marion, South Carolina, Lakeview High School. Trying to hold Southern Wesleyan exactly where they are, and this ball is going to be airmailed into right field from the catcher, Levine. And Culley's going to try his way to third, and here comes a long throw, but it's not going to be in time. So an errant throw on a back pick by the catcher, Levine, gets into right field, bounces around the bullpen, and Culley, with good speed, goes from first to third. So he's 90 feet away here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and you would imagine the Patriot infield is going to be in to cut down the runner at third. So Staton's job now goes from moving the runner to scoring the runner. Ground ball just foul in front of the Warrior dugout. Staton, the number 9 hitter. try to roll it over to Haddock, who is 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs and a double. Warriors have 12 hits on the day. Patriots have a few errors that have been costly. Ground ball is going to be foul. Infield in, Staton just wanting to work the middle, take advantage of the big gap in the infield, or push a ball to the outfield deep enough to score. Coley from third. A lot of options. Francis Marion bullpen was wanting that one for a called strike, but didn't get it. Now it's full count, 1 out here. The senior shortstop. Swing and a miss, but that's going to be a foul ball. Good at bat here by Staton. Battling deep into the count. And that pitch is going to miss down in the zone. So first and third now for the Warriors. Haddock shows bunt, pulls back. Haddock also a good bunter, so could potentially see another safety squeeze here. Staton doesn't have a stolen base on the season, but with first and third and 1 out, he could be put into motion here later in the count. 2-0 count now on Haddock. Haddock looks back. 2-1 count here. 1 out, so a lot of things the Warriors can do with runners at the corners. Patriots obviously trying to get a double play here, and shows bunt again, pulls back. 3-1 count now. If it gets to 3-2, you would imagine, even with 1 out, Staton would be in motion, try to stay out of a double play. That he's running now, and that ball is going to be foul. Now we're at a 3-2 count. We'll see if Luke is in motion again. You would imagine he would be. And that one's going to miss upstairs. So full count runs into a walk. The bases are loaded here for Cam Mitchum. And we're going to have a visit by head coach Art Inhabitant. We'll take a couple minutes and be back soon.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Visit the mound has concluded, and Mitchum's going to stand in. Here with one out, bases loaded. Cam with a solo home run. His last at bat, one of 2 home runs in the inning for the Warriors. This one's going to be fouled off. Got on the hands a little bit, just over the first base dugout. Pitch down in the dirt. Nowhere to put him here with Warriors. With the bases loaded. Bottom of the 7th. Warriors have scored in all but 2 innings. First and the 4th. We're not kind to them. However, second and third inning scored combined for 6 runs to get them back in the game, and then a couple runs in the 6th pushed them ahead to 9-6. And this one's going to get through into left field, and the Warriors are going station to station, but that's a 10-6 game now. Warriors push their lead to 4. Gage Shaver, the center fielder, steps in, 1 for 4. The run scored, a strikeout, and a fielder's choice. Nowhere to put Shaver, so with action down in the Patriot bullpen, see if Herlong can work his way out of this jam. And there's a ground ball in the hole to right field, so another base hit. Warriors again going station to station. So back-to-back RBI singles. And the Warriors push their lead to 5, 11-6 now. And we've got a break in the action. Head coach Arden Amonett back out there. So there'll be a pitch and change. We'll be back in a few minutes. pitcher on the mound for the Patriots. It's going to be number 48, Keith Stevens, comes in with a 15.75 ERA, making his sixth appearance on the day, or on the season rather, and Jarrett Whitley stands in with the bases loaded. 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th has pushed the Warriors' lead to 5. Looking by Stevens, 0-2 count on Whitley. He's going to be off the plate. Pushes it to a 1-2 count. Another athletic action here on campus. Lacrosse is leading Warren Wilson 13-2. And as we mentioned, track has a few athletes up at Western Carolina today and tomorrow, and softball will wind down the regular season tomorrow at Due West as they tackle Erskine in a doubleheader. Meanwhile, games 2 and 3 of this series will conclude tomorrow as well. First pitch scheduled for 1 o'clock. Full count now, 1 out for Whitley. Whitley's 2 for 4 with a couple of runs scored, an RBI. One of those a home run, and here's a base hit into left field. So a couple of runs are going to come in and score for Southern Wesleyan. So a big 2-run single there from Whitley. We're at 13-6 now. Marty Grisso, the only hitter in the Warrior lineup tonight not to get a base hit. He's 0 for 2. He's reached reached once with a walk and does have a sacrifice. He's had productive at bats. Officially, he's 0 for 2 in his 4 plate appearances. And there's a fly ball deep left field, and it's going to be out of here. So Grisso hits a 3-run shot. And Southern Wesleyan is opening this one up. We're 16-6 here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. So the long ball for Southern Wesleyan has been very beneficial today. And that pitch is in there for a strike. That pitch misses off the plate. 2-1 count for Highsmith here. That pitch misses off again, so 3-1 count with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Warriors have plated 7. 10 in the last 3 innings to break this one open. And that one's going to be off the plate. So Highsmith is going to head down to first base with a walk. "16 hits for the Warriors. And this will bring up third baseman Zachary Kim. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Kim has reached on the air, struck out, and has a sacrifice fly. So productive day at the plate for the mid-year transfer. Pop up down the right field line's going to get foul. Good effort there by the right fielder, but ran out of real estate. So Kim is quickly down 0-2. Kim stays alive, fouling this one off. Swing and a miss there by Kim, so he'll go down the second out. This is going to bring up Jason Culley, the right fielder, 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored. He has a walk, a stolen base, reached on a fielder's choice, so productive day for him. And as I mentioned, Grisso was the only Warrior hitter without a hit in the order, and he changed that up quickly with the 3-run bomb. And here's a ball hit to right field, but not deep enough. And that's going to be the third out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. So we'll head to the top of the 8th. 10-run lead for the Warriors, 16-6.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen printing, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners. We've been in business now for over 32 years.
First baseman Colin Crapon with 1 for 2 rather, with a walk here. He's going to lead off the top of the 8th. Patriots have their work cut out for them. Schreiber back out on the hill for the Warriors, entering his 3rd inning. Cannon waits on deck for FMU. This one's fouled off. Back over the Warrior dugout. a foul ball. I 16 runs, 16 hits. Clean baseball for the Warriors. Staten up and over and makes the play. So nice job there. Schreiber attempted to get in the way of the ball, hit back up the middle. This brings up Tanner Cannon. He is the lone Patriot not to have a hit today. Everybody has at least one. Somerville has a couple. So they've spread out their 9 hits. And he's going to ground out to the second baseman closer. And it probably needed to be, but a high hop, and he was hustling down the line. So quick 2 outs. And looks like we've got a pinch hitter. Maybe, maybe not. We have a pinch hitter, can't get the number. Umpire was a little late in signaling the press box, but looks like it's I believe it's going to be Brody Sanders. Only his 3rd at bat on the season. There's a fly ball out to center field, late break, and he's not going to get there. So we're going to have a stand-up double for Sanders and only his 3rd at bat. Looked like Shaver perhaps lost it off the bat and couldn't recover. Came in, made a diving play, but just not in time. So a 2-out double for Sanders. Foul ball off in front of the Warrior dugout. A lot of foul balls tonight. Tough play for Staten. It's not going to be in time, so an infield hit there. Brings up, I believe, 3rd baseman Peyton Starkey. So Oakley on with the infield hit, and Starkey stands in 1 for 4. Runners at the corners now with a couple of outs. Lacrosse leads 13-3 now, just a little bit of time left in the 4th quarter. That pitch misses away, so Schreiber wanting to pound the zone here and get the Warriors back in the dugout. Francis Marion's pitching staff has been limited the last few weeks, as that one's going to get back to the backstop. So definitely using their top 2 pitchers tonight. It's going to be a difficult road for them tomorrow's doubleheader. Head coach Matt Robinson's going to make a trip to the mound. So we'll take a quick break and be back here soon. Quick visit. We're back here at the con. Runner at second. 3-0 count, and that one's going to be off the plate. So runners at first and second now. Shortstop Peyton Wilson comes in at 1 for 3 with a run scored. Hit by a pitch earlier in the game. Schreiber misses away. So Schreiber was getting ahead early against the Patriot hitters. Struggling a little bit here in this inning. Really needing just to pitch to contact and get some outs. There he's back in the zone. That pitch in there again. So Schreiber now back in the zone, ahead 1-2. There's a fly ball into left center field. Grisso tracking it, but he's not going to get there. A couple runs are going to score for Francis Marion. Ball's going to get into third base, so a stand-up 2-run double for Wilson. 16-9 now, so Warriors still with a very comfortable lead here in the 8th inning. Somerville makes his way into the box, but not before head coach Matt Robinson's back out. I believe we're going to have a pitching change here. We are. So we'll take a couple minutes, and when we get back, we'll let you know the new Warrior pitcher. New pitcher for Southern Wesleyan, going to be Eric Yelton, comes in with 11.17 ERA. He's 0-4 on the season, his 11th appearance. And that one's going to be just off the plate. That pitch in there for a called strike. Swing and a foul ball off, so stays at 1-2. Couple of outs here. Schreiber still has a runner on second base, so we'll hold his line until the inning is over. And there's a fly ball, right field. Not going to come back, so a 2-run home run here for the Patriots. And they have cut this 10-run lead in half. It's now 16-11 with a long ball. Somerville, who has 4 RBIs. Second baseman Owen Taylor stands in now. He's 1 for 4 with an RBI and a double. Double digits across the board, 11 runs, 12 hits for the Patriots, 16 runs, 16 hits for the Warriors. And depending on what Taylor can do here, it could get even more interesting. You can close the book on Schreiber. His run does score off of the 2-run home run. We'll get his line here momentarily. Yelton just trying to get out of this inning with no more damage than the 5 spot. That pitch is going to be in there for a strike, so a 2-1 count now. There's a base hit now. So Taylor's going to make his way to first base, and this is going to bring up the designated hitter in Stout, who has 7 home runs now for Francis Marion. So pretty crucial at bat, and we're going to have a break in the action as head coach Matt Robinson is going to be back out there. We'll see if he makes a change. And I believe he has motion for the bullpen, so we have another Warrior pitcher coming in. We'll be back shortly.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous Meat and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
Back here at Dr. C. Keith Connor Field, Bryce Metz in on the mound for Southern Wesleyan. 17th appearance, 5.32 earned run average. He is 1-1 on the season, 22 innings pitched. And we'll have a break in the action. Noah Stout is the hitter. The designated hitter is 1 for 3 with a run scored and RBI. So runner on first base. Patriots trying to make this a game all over again. They entered the 8th inning down 10, and now they're only trailing by 5. And their biggest run producer at the plate with 2 outs. So Metz versus Stout, and so far it's even count, 1-1. You know, Stout has one agenda, trying to run this one out, so see if Metz can play into that and get him with a strikeout. That pitch is off the plate, and they're going to call that a swinging strike. So a check swing called strike. Was not anticipating that. 1-2. 2 outs. Metz with the long look, swing and a ground ball. It's going to get foul in front of first base. That one's going to miss off the plate. Runs it to 2-2. So Metz is going to get his pitch. Deliver here to Stout, and that one's fouled off. So Stout hanging in there. That pitch misses off the plate, so it runs full. So the runner will be in motion here on the pitch, the payoff pitch here coming from Metz. Stout has a walk, a home run, and a strikeout. And that one's popped up out of play. A lot of deep counts for both teams tonight. We are approaching the 3-hour mark. Lacrosse has picked up their non-conference win to finish up their season. Warriors trying to pick up a win here. And that one's going to miss inside, so full count turns into a walk. And now, first baseman standing in with 2 outs, couple runners on. And that pitch is going to get away from Highsmith, so now runners are going to advance into scoring position in second and third. Warriors can just get one more out here. They'll be 3 outs away with an opportunity to get some insurance runs as well in the bottom half of the inning. Pitch misses away. And that pitch misses down low. So now we have bases loaded after back-to-back walks. This brings up right fielder Tyler Cannon, who is 0 for 4. He is the only Patriot without a hit. And now we're going to have a meeting with just the infield. We'll see exactly. We do have action in the bullpen, and probably will for the remainder of this game, just to make sure guys are hot and ready. And so Highsmith is going to hang out there for an extended period of time, and umpire is going to slowly make his way out. Well, he might have broken this up a little quicker, but so again, Cannon stands back in 0 for 4 with a strikeout. And we are in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Top half of the 8th inning, I apologize. And that pitch is going to get away, but not far enough from Highsmith for the runners to advance. That pitch in there for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Again, Warriors just need to get one more out here in this top half and pick up a couple runs for insurance in the bottom half. And it's a high hopper to Kim. He's going to have to throw across the diamond. May have had a chance at third base to get the force, but did not get it in time, so we are going to have bases loaded again here. And Sanders, who started this way back ago with a double. And this one is going to be not in time. Bases loaded here for the Patriots. And left fielder Oakley at the plate. So what was an extremely comfortable lead for the Warriors, up 10 in the top of this inning, has dwindled down to just 3. And that pitch is going to miss off the plate. Oakley is 2 for 4 with a couple of runs, an RBI, does have a home run. And there's a fly ball to center field. This should end the top of the 8th inning, and it does, but not before the Patriots pick up 7. So they have cut into this lead. It is now 16-13. Warriors will come in with the bottom half of the 8th, try to get some insurance runs before they shut it down in the 9th. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Luke Staton stands in now for the Warriors here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Trying to pick up some runs with a new pitcher on the mound for Francis Marion. Looks like it's going to be Malik Frails making his 11th appearance. So Frails comes in, definitely not wanting to walk the leadoff hitter after a 7-run top half of the inning. But he has, and now Staton will head down to first base. So a good start here for the Warriors in trying to claim back some of those runs. And this flips it to the top with Haddock, but not before there's going to be a mound visit. We'll take a few minutes and be back shortly. New pitcher on the mound after one hitter for Francis Marion. Blaze Haddock steps in. Blaze 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. Run scored, a double, walk. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. New pitcher for the Patriots. It's going to be number 52, Tyler Burgess. His 8th appearance, 5.63 earned run average. Working into his 9th inning. So Haddock down in the count, 0-1. Luke Staton at first base. And pulls it back again. 1-1 count, even now. And this one's going to go down the right field line, so an error on their pitcher. And we're going to have runners at the corners. So Burgess comes in, gets the pushes the runner to second. Stanton heads to third base as Burgess throws it into the visitor bullpen, and now Mitchum steps in, so we'll see what the Patriots are going to try to do here. Runners at the corners, infield is back at this moment. The middle infield is back at this moment, so looks like they're going to potentially concede a run and just work for the double play. So even though they scored 7 runs in the 8th inning, this has been one wild game. That pitch down in the zone as well. This one fouled off, back behind us. Count evens at 1-1. Both teams 16 hits, so they've combined for 32 on the day and 29 runs. Mitchum 2 for 4 with a couple of runs scored, a couple of RBIs, home run and a walk. 3-1 count from Burgess on the way to Mitchum. Swing and a miss. Pushes it to a full count. And that one hits him. So bases are now loaded, and Gage Shaver makes his way to the plate. 2 for 5, couple runs scored, an RBI on the day. Every Warrior hitter has at least one hit. 6 players have multiple hits tonight, including Whitley with 3. This one's fouled off into the Patriot dugout. Whitley waits to hit next. He's 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored and 3 RBIs, including a home run. 3 home runs tonight for Southern Wesleyan. They've scored in every inning except the first and the fourth. Bottom half of the 7th, the Warriors scored 7. The top of the 8th, the Patriots scored 7. So we've had 14 runs scored in the last inning of play. Approaching 3 hours and 15 minutes tonight. And there's a ground ball to the shortstop. High hopper, so not going to be able to turn 2 here, and a run does score. So fielder's choice RBI for Shaver. You could tell as soon as that one came off the dirt, there's not going to be an opportunity to turn 2. Runs at the corners now. We're going to have a conversation. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Only thing I can imagine is they may be calling runner interference at second base on Mitchum. If that's the case, then Shaver will be out at first, but I don't think there was any possibility they were going to turn 2 on that one. But he's going to be not going to be called, so conversation for naught. Runners at the corners. So that one's going to get behind Whitley. And Grisso stands in. With the bases loaded here, and Grisso 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a home run. 3-run home run back in that bottom of the 7th. So now 15 runs have been scored in the last inning and a half, and the Warriors increase their lead to 4 now, 17-13. And there's a foul ball off at the plate. So Grisso will stand in, 1-1 count. Second ball. Two-one count, 1 out. And this one's going to be fouled off at the plate as well. So 2-2 count now. Bases are still loaded with Warriors. Full count now. This one is popped out of play. And Burgess will get a new baseball and try it all over again. Payoff pitch is called strike 3. And this brings up catcher TJ Highsmith. Highsmith 1 for 3 tonight. Base is still loaded with Warriors. Nowhere to put him. And there's a base hit. It's going to get down in the gaps. That's going to score a couple. It's going to get all the way to the fence. And here comes the third run. And a bases clearing double for TJ Highsmith. A big 3 runs there for the Warriors. And that pushes the lead to 7, 20-13. Zachary Kim will stand in, and looks like Highsmith is going to come out. Pinch runner. It's going to be Noah Wiggins, so Highsmith day is over. 3 RBIs, a big double right there here in the 8th inning. The Warriors were needing some insurance runs, especially after the top of the 8th when the Patriots scored 7. This first game of the series is looking more like the third game of the series with the amount of runs being scored, but makes you wonder what we're in for tomorrow, the doubleheader to finish up the series. That ball is going to get out of play. Ground ball to the third baseman. He's going to come up and throw across the diamond for the third out, but not before Southern Wesleyan picks up 4. We're going to head to the 9th inning. Warriors have 3 outs to close this one down. We'll be back. Back here in the top of the 9th inning, Warriors trying to close this one down. Called strike there, the bottom half of the zone. Quickly 2 strikes now. Griffin Pickhart, we believe, is now behind the plate, finishing this one up in place of TJ Highsmith, who was pinch ran for in the bottom of the 8th by Noah Wiggins. And there's a ground ball out to Mitchum, who's going to run it over to first base. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Warriors 2 outs away from picking up the Game 1 victory. Shortstop Peyton Wilson stands in 2 for 4 with a couple of runs, a couple of RBIs, and a double. Most everybody in the batting order for both teams has at least 1, some 2 hits, as there's been a lot of runs, 33, a lot of hits in today's game. And there's a foul ball, fouled off down the left field line. Ground ball, fouled off. High hopper over the head of Kim into foul territory. There's a pitch called third strike. Mets trying to finish this one up here. And center fielder Zach Somerville, who's had a good day at the plate. He's 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs, a double, and a home run. We'll have to pass this one along to the next guy, or otherwise the Warriors will pick this one up and claim the first game of the 3-game series. Crucial game for both teams, but definitely for Southern Wesleyan to keep their tournament hopes alive. Down to 1-1 count with a couple of outs, a couple of outs here. Popped out of play. Francis Marion down to their last strike here. That one just misses off the plate. Swinging a foul ball at the plate, so Somerville stays alive. Payoff pitch here with a couple of outs in the 9th inning. Mets trying to close this one down. Somerville fouls another one off. Approaching 3.5 hours here at the park tonight. Another foul ball. Our statistician, Isaac Tassie, called a 9:30 departure, and he might be right on. And a walk. By the way, he called that around 5:30, so props to Mr. Tassie and his foreshadowing. Runner at first now, and see if Mets can get this elusive third out. Swing and a miss from Taylor, the second baseman. That pitch misses down, evens the count at 1-1. Pitch fouled off. One-two pitch here, popped up. It looks as though Cam Mitchum is going to call for it, and the Warriors have picked up the Game 1 victory. And in doing so, explode for 20 runs. Patriots counter with 13. Quite the game here on a Friday night. Game 2 and 3 of the series will pick up tomorrow, first pitch, 1 o'clock. Remember, if you're going to attend the game, Senior Day festivities, probably around 12:30, 12:40. If you're going to tune in for Senior Day festivities at the same time frame. It's been a pleasure. Matt O'Bain will be back doing play-by-play tomorrow to finish up the home season here for Southern Wesleyan. Big win for them, keeping the tournament hopes alive. 20-13, Southern Wesleyan takes the win. We'll see you tomorrow.